Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program Science Mode. Today I'm going to go to orbit for the first time. Yeah! As you can see here, I'm just trying to figure out which save I actually use. But yeah, anyways, let's get into this. Just looking around the KSC and into the VAB where I quickly begin building a new rocket. Decided to speed up the build mode because, you don't want to sit through build modes like you want to see the building, but you don't want to sit through it. Yeah, just mess it up a bit there. But I've added a bunch of new stuff to this, like a heat shield and science storage, science junior, can't forget that, and some extra parachutes just to help slow this thing down. And I'm also adding in another stage because you need a because multiple stages is better for reaching orbit. And I'm I'm putting in some solid rocket boosters. Those ones are way too big. They just have too much thrust to weight. So instead, I'm settling for 4 of these, but they might be just a bit too powerful. Well, they might end up causing some issues. But yeah, with that, the ASA generic science orbiter is basically done. Just have to, make sure that Bob's sitting in the seat. Oh, and I add lights to it because lights are cool. And batteries. Batteries are important. Yep, just putting Bob in, checking out the staging. You gotta remember to do that. And now it's on the launch pad. And just collecting science and preparing for launch. And there it goes! Straight as an arrow. Which is a bad thing. This thing is way too straight. You can see that, like, yeah, no, I would not be able to get into orbit from there, so I just revert flight and I try to, again, this time I give it a thrust limiter of 50, which actually does help. But it still flies. It's way too straight. Yeah, nice shot there. But yeah, as you can see, I'm already, like, got a crazy high apoapsis, and this is just not that good. So I end up deciding to, I think soon, do I get to orbit on this? I might get to orbit on this. No, I don't. I do all the science, but then I realize that, and then I try getting to orbit, but it ends up not turning out. Yeah. Just firing an engine and trying desperately, but sadly, as you could probably tell by the little bit of red down there, it just does not work. And even though I get close, I get real close, I do not make it to orbit. So I just have to revert to vehicle assembly and try again. This time I'm adding more fuel tanks and checking everything, and I end up adding back in 2 fleas this time. Wait, do I switch them out first? Yeah, I switched them out first. Those. Hammers? Yeah, hammers. And I give them 70 heat thrust limiter. And I switch the tail fins for, hopefully this time I actually remember how to get to orbit. Yeah, I just spoke. Oh man, I talked over myself. No! It's hard to remember when you're gonna say something, It's really difficult. Oh, but, I'll manage. Yeah, just making my way to space in a flash of fiery glory. And, here again. I love how, like, weird the maneuver planner is when you're... I think I've actually done it this time. Yeah. I think this is the one that's gonna actually get to orbit. All I gotta do now is coast on up. Oh right, I forgot that. Oh yeah. Phys Advanced Time Warp or whatever this mod's called. Forgot about friggin' the time warp mod I have. Yeah, I ended up making it go like incredibly slow. But yeah, man, I'm really bungling up the commentary for this episode even more than the last one. But with that, I actually got into orbit. Alright, that's good enough, I guess. Alright, I've got an actual orbit now. I just said that. Sweet. Now I can just... I've already got that. I really don't like my past self. Wait. But yeah, now I'm just... Yeah, now I'm just coasting around trying to get as much science as possible. Yeah, not a lot of biome-specific science in orbit. So just coasting around. There's really not a lot to do, to be honest. And now yeah, I'm preparing to re-enter and see more of that beautiful Firefly mod. Like seriously, whoever, the person who made that mod cooked with it. I was taking a bunch of screenshots from my thumbnails throughout this video. Thumbnail. Just messing about with all the like function keys, because they all like have little things. And I'm looking at that, trying to see when the re-entry effect will start. It's taking its time. It's going to start soon, I promise. You're gonna see a fiery blaze of glory any moment now. Any moment now. Ah, there we go. There's the beautiful effects of Firefly. Just lighten up your day. Yep. A fiery blaze. Incredible. Let's just take a moment to appreciate this for a moment. This beautiful, beautiful fire. Look at that. Bob's getting cooked in there. Can't even see like the craft through it. Man, is Firefly an incredible mod. Couldn't have said it better myself. Wait, I did say it myself. Drat! And now we're coming down for a nice slow landing. And this is actually like a ridiculously slow landing. It's honestly incredibly slow. Oh, just taking a little peek at the moon there. Yeah. It gets down really slow once the main chutes deploy. Like just over 4 meters per second. Just grabbing more science. Man, this is a slow descent. You guys are lucky though. I made sure to speed all the orbit, all the space footage up in this one, so you don't get stuck having to wait through the entire mission because they're only gonna get longer from here. I got 90 science from that, or like 80 science. I got some science from that, so not a whole lot. And I was debating what to get, but inevitably I ended up going for electrics because solar panels are incredibly useful. And I like lights. So yeah, I just grab electrics, and then I end up rebuilding this rocket to be more powerful by strapping on liquid fuel to the sides, and yeah. I also make the first stage bigger. Also end up making the first... I know I make the second stage bigger, and I might also make the first stage bigger, although I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, adding lights, solar panels, and remember that I took out the Terrier. But yeah. This is the ASA Generic Science Orbiter. A lot more fuel to go a lot higher. Some would even say too high. Nah, you only get that way by smoking some of that stuff. But yeah, I'm on my way to orbit now. Oh, I already launched. The launch was very quick. I gave you no time to appreciate that. I'm already going on tangents. Hey, look at me go! Soon I'm gonna be a really extremely popular KSP YouTuber soon. But now just standard orbital insertion maneuver thing. Just checking in because I want to get all that science and just man, a lot of coasting in the dark. Yeah, this is and there we go. Yeah, dark launch. You guys are not enjoying this probably. I end up turning up the brightness specifically so that you could. Alright, do it specifically for the screenshots because my past self does not care about my past self. Right, it's just my past self. I'm getting confused. I thought I did like 2 layers of commentary, but no, I did the commentary while playing and this commentary now, not like commentary while playing, commentary over that, commentary over that. That would be ridiculous. Now I'm just preparing to actually raise my orbit even higher to get into high space around Kerbin, so I could get even more of that good science. Everything that you need. Just getting all the things I can. I'm gonna go EVA and continue. And just float and appreciate the magnificence of Kerbin for a bit. It's beautiful. Anyways, let's go back to sciencing it up. Just floating around, spinning to get a good look in IVA. Bob needs, to see things truly. And then when I get down to the periapsis, I'm just gonna shrink the orbit so I can, re-enter during the day and not night. Because nobody wants to see a... Actually, let me know in the comments if you want to see a re-entry during the night. Who knows? Maybe. Just maybe you do. It's just gonna be like, the Firefly effects on a dark background. But yeah. And now I'm thinking about adding a maneuver, but then I realized that that's pointless. I just burn retrograde. And now I'm heading back down. Even more screenshots. I've taken a lot of screenshots for the thumbnails. But yeah, just heading down. Heading down, no need for but going down, down. It's funny, like some parts I feel like there's too much stuff to talk about, and other parts I just can't find anything to talk about. Well, what is this? Well, but yeah, again, incredible effects. Like actually, whoever coded Firefly was incredible. I don't know who did it because I don't pay attention to mod authors except for Black Rack and Lynx. But like they're the only two that I actually know by name. I'm sorry, other KSP mod devs. I know you're really good for the game, but I genuinely have only heard of like those two. I think the lower stage just exploded. Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, like honestly, anybody who's modded KSP, like they're geniuses. I can't say otherwise. They genuinely have done incredible work in making this game that, had its full release in 2015, 2016, one of those 2 years. An actually incredible experience. Oh, look at that, spinning. Wee. I don't think Bob's liking this spinning. Nah, he loves it. Put him in the centrifuge. Yeah. Now we're just coasting down to a nice, slow, steady landing. Nice and simple. So I'm doing this so that it falls hopefully the way I want it, but yeah, that's fine. Not even the wackiest landing you'll see this episode. Right. That's right, we've got one more mission. Because, well, I'm gonna keep that a surprise. I mean, it's not really a surprise. I imagined it's gonna be teased in the thumbnail, and actually might be shown off in the thumbnail and teased in the title, but yeah, I'm just I think I get miniaturization and it's space exploration here. Alright, general construction, because I only had 50 left. But yep, I'm ready for one last mission. And I actually do decide to open this in here specifically so that I could just shove those science kits in the cargo hold and call it a day. And now I'm launching again. This time to someplace new. Because last mission, I noticed that we had a lot of Delta V left over when it was done. Delta V that might just get me somewhere. Because, well, you know what they... Because, well, you know, you gotta go further than ever before. You gotta go someplace truly bold. And once I get into orbit here, just gonna complete that, I'm gonna set a maneuver. Because you see, well, we don't choose to go there because it's easy, but because it's hard. That's right. We're going to the mud, baby! Mud flyby! Mud free return flyby, let's go! Just enough Delta V to pull this thing off. We're gonna boldly go where no one's ever gone before! Yep, to the mud I go. Ooh. Just gotta make sure that everything goes well. And oh, thunderstorms. Also, I should probably gotta love thunderstorms. Anyways, now something funny ends up happening. I just delete this EVA science kit. I don't know how. It's just gone. It's a mystery to my past self and me. Like, see, I'm going through like the 13 stages of grief here. There's only 5, but where'd it go? Yeah, where did it go? Man, good thing I just made a save, because apparently I deleted that. Yeah, good thing. Props on you, man. Yeah, I feel ya. Because I was you at one point. Anyways, now I actually do the science thing. Look at that, it's spinning. It's spinning. Yeah! And I just look through it, and sadly though, you don't get to see it flip because it bumped into Bob. Apparently, it bumped into him though. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It won't impact anything at all, I'm sure. Anyways, let's go to, well, the mud. And then ignition. And now we just wait for the burn to complete. This is taking a bit. Actually, no, it's not. It's pretty quick. Just slow it down to make sure that I get everything right, and I end up getting a really good free return trajectory. Yeah! And you can see my excitement in the quick save there. Anyway, so once I get into, space high above Kerbin, I quickly leave the craft just to do another, EVA science thing. I like how it's going the opposite direction of how he spinned it. Yeah. Like, it was literally going the opposite direction of the way he spinned it. That's kind of stupid, but now we're on our way to the mun. It's nearing us. And here we are, in space high above the mun. I wait a bit, but yeah. And now we're just grabbing all the science I can. Science, science, science! I mean, that's really the thing in science book playthroughs. You just go somewhere, science, go somewhere new, just science, science, science. Just getting everything you can. Yeah. And just, setting up for a good screenshot. He's using the title to tease. He's this mun flyby. It's gonna be super obvious because it's like the only place that you could realistically go at this stage. Like, sure you can go to Elu if you really want to. It's just gonna take some time, and I don't even. But like, it would take a lot of commitment to the bit for me to go to, Elu, especially considering I've never gone to Elu before. No, seriously, I don't think I've ever made a mission in my entire time playing KSP where I've gone further than Jewel. I've barely even sent a probe to Moho. You're watching somebody who's like middling experience with KSP here. I'm not a Matt Loud. I'm not a Cardassa. I'm not a Atreides or whatever. I only have the only places I've successfully landed it. Yeah. Also, this is a very long re-entry. Yeah, the only places I've successfully landed are the Mon, Minmus, landed and returned from, I guess, would be better. Are the Mon, Minmus, Duna, Ike, and I think I have maybe done an Eve mission? I don't know how well I did that, though. I don't remember if I, actually, if I just set up the mission or if I actually did the whole thing. But I remember testing, like, an Eve lander before. Anyways, as you can see, we're coming down, and my past self has something to say about these magnificent volumetric clouds. So take it away! Come on, take it away! Take it away! Hey, take it away! Let's just take a moment to appreciate volumetric clouds for a moment. Like, it's raining. And this is like desert. It's raining over Kerman's deserts. It's so cool to see the rain fall. Looks like the ground is like greener than it would be too. Like the rain is feeding it. And the flashes of lightning are so cool. And the god rays, look at that. Blackrack has outdone himself with this mod. It is incredible. And the work that he's now doing on KSA is already like as good as this. Honestly, that man knows how to do atmospheres. Yeah. that was probably the funniest way it could have fallen over. Yeah. But anyways, now I'm just getting all that sweet desert science. Hey, look at that. Playing golf on in Kerbin's deserts. They just tip it over. And with that, I'm done. Also, the thunder that you hear, like, it's so cool that sometimes you just hear thunder when you go into a loading screen with Blackrat's volumetric clouds. That is a lot of science! Yeah, it is. But not nearly as much as I'll be getting in future episodes. I hope. I hope I'm getting that much in future episodes, but now I'm just getting space exploration in advanced flight control and landing. Why? Because next episode, oh, look at that lightning. But yeah, next episode, we're headed even further than before. That's right. Heat at a minimus ending. But with that, I've got to say that is the end of this video. That's right. Heat, I hope to see you in the next one, because this was great. See you, like, subscribe, comment, bye!